coffee or EOS?
I think I'm gonna get a chocolate milkshake. You're not waiting?
I just want to taste it.
So my mirror, like, oh,
While you're fixing that, I'm eating like the best ice cream of my life.
we're going to CVS to get some duct tape.
Up the building. No, there's a different show called Handy Manny. Do you have a garbage can?
Yeah, I have my little garbage can.
That's a cup.
Why are you handy manny?
Handy Manny.
I
Seeing
think
the college on my sweatshirt is making me like...
This one you can't even tell that it's
Just
a college
wear it like
sweatshirt,
that.
but whatever. We had this whole ordeal that we had to take care of and get our ice cream. Lexi's ice cream's already
the
gone.
ice cream's in the stomach.
Because it took so long. But today we are going to be talking about our high school experience, going to college next year. This year.
Shut up! You can look back actually at her videos and see us as what, freshmen?
We have been friends since freshman year. We knew each other in middle school, but
I was scared of you in
We
middle
weren't
school.
close. A quick recap of the year. Because it went so fast, but also I can't remember specifics.
We started off the year strong. Like, it was really fun.
Yeah,
we had a
people
bunch
dwindled.
of parties. We went up to the Cape. Homecoming. This was like the first year we
yeah.
ever had a homecoming because our school doesn't do homecoming.
At the beginning of the year, though, too, obviously it was football season. I feel like we actually
yeah.
had like a good amount of
I didn't go to
themes
that
and
many
stuff.
games.
Oh,
Winter?
pep rally.
Oh, pep rally was so fun. St. Patrick's Day.
Before we get into it, in terms of other stuff, we should say what our plans for next year are.
I'm going to BU. I committed in December, so it's not a new thing.
And then I'm going to Bentley University. We're actually not going to be that far from each other. I feel like no one was surprised about me committing to Bentley. Like, I was the most shocked
I already knew
about
from
it.
the beginning. People would be
Yeah.
like, oh, where's Emma going? She didn't commit yet. I'd be like, yeah, she's going to Bentley. We're actually both majoring in business. Picked like management as my concentration, but like I don't really know yet.
I'm majoring in digital marketing with a minor in creative industry. I had you guys ask us questions on Instagram. What was your most memorable experience in high school? I feel like you don't remember anything.
I mean, it's
but
like all a
also,
blur.
Prom obviously is like memorable, but I felt like last year's prom was just not it. And so this year, it's going to be so much better.
This year we're gonna have a fire prom.
I feel like the stuff coming up for us is the most memorable stuff because it's some of the last, so we're gonna like intentionally try to remember it more.
I feel like my sophomore summer going into junior year was my most like high school era. And honestly, senior year has been the most high school year for like both of us.
We're moving on to talking about friends and like friendship and stuff.
Advice for you incoming high schoolers. I feel like I say be surface level friends with like a bunch of
I agree.
people and then keep like 2 close friends. That'll literally get you through high school without drama and you stay having fun.
It wasn't until like I
This
realized
year, or,
that
like,
not
last year.
every single person has to be my best friend that I hang
Exactly.
out with that I had so much fun. When I stressed about having too small of a friend group because I wanted everyone to be like so trustworthy and whatever, yeah, I had fun with those people and I'm not like shading any of them. People in high school for the most part are gonna be fake either way. You might as well hang out with people who are fun.
Exactly. I fully agree.
I heard going into high school, the people you go into high school with are not the people you're gonna go out with. I was like, that's not true.
Because like you can't imagine it.
That is so true. I feel like even if friendships end, no matter what the reason, like they happen for a reason and you
yeah.
learn something from it or like they got you through a specific time. I just feel like the group that we're in now, even though we're not best friends with everyone,
perfect.
like us,
Just
we
be
don't get
friendly with
involved with
people.
any drama or anything. Like I just feel like the people are like genuinely fun to hang out with
Yeah.
and like that's kind of all that matters in high school. You don't need to be like stressing about every single person that you're interacting with. Just like find the 2 people that you can trust.
And I feel like Emma's a perfect she's like the friend. Didn't you get friend to everyone?
That is literally my biggest advice though. Be nice to everyone, be
like, literally.
friendly to everyone.
High school's as hard as you make it. Put effort. Like I 100% say put effort in, but don't like kill yourself because like everyone's going off to college and like so many people who are like wicked smart are going to like average schools. Like they're obviously probably getting more money than like other kids going, but like I don't know, don't stress too much about it. Like do well for yourself and like have something to be proud of, but like don't do it to the point where like it's your whole life. High school's not that serious.
This is the advice I've been giving to my sister who's going to high school and her friends. Definitely try because at the end of your senior
matters.
year, you don't want to be
And
like,
you get to
oh
go out to
shoot.
good schools like
Yes.
us.
No, exactly. You don't want to be like, oh shoot, I should have tried like 10 times harder and I could have gotten into that school. I personally went to the college process knowing I did my best in high school. And so where I got into is where I deserved to get into.
Yeah.
And like if I didn't get in somewhere, it wasn't like, oh well shoot, I should have tried harder. It just wasn't a good fit for me. Doing your best in high school, whatever that means for you, you'll be set up if you want to
Yeah,
go to college
exactly.
or anything like that.
You don't want to like take a test and fail every time and be like, oh well.
Try your best.
Don't
Take
stress
classes
too
that are
much.
at your level or pushing you a little bit, but don't overwhelm yourself. Like don't be the kid that takes 6 APs to be able to say that they take 6 APs. You want to have a good balance. Tips on managing time with school, clubs, academics, social life, sleep, and sports. I can't speak on the sports
Okay,
part.
I'm embarrassed of this. I mean, it paid off because like it boosted my GPA, but like I didn't quit gymnastics till junior year, and I was competitive. Like I was going D1 most likely, and I had practice 5 to 9 every day after school. Freshman year, I would stay up till 3 in the morning. God,
I don't know
can't
how you
believe
did
I
that.
did that to myself. Freshman year, I didn't do anything. Oh my god. But managing your time. Don't go crazy like I did honestly, like, it's really not necessary. Get off your phone. I feel like that's something that, like, I don't know, that made it harder for me. Just, like, prioritize your time, I guess. Like, get done what you can get done at school. Sleep. I feel like this is the first year I prioritize sleep. Like, go to bed. If your homework's not done, doesn't matter. Go to sleep. And if you're gonna be fully honest with yourself, especially, like, as freshmen and sophomores, you have time to get everything done. And if you don't have time, that's, like, your fault. Like, you procrastinated or, like, you were doing something else. And if you think about it, like, high school, freshman, sophomore year is really not that difficult. Definitely join clubs. I never got to because I was always at the gym. But, like, that just gives you a whole nother friend group of people to be with.
I think also not overloading yourself, which is really ironic coming from me because I was the queen of overloading myself all the time.
Junior year was crazy.
Senior year is like the first year where I didn't do that.
Me too. Like, this is the first year I'm like, damn, like, this is why everyone else has had so much fun in high school.
No, exactly.
Like, it's crazy. But I'm happy I waited till my senior year, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I obviously think that there's a balance and you don't want to give yourself too much free time where you're like doing nothing. Not everything is about like your transcript or your activity list. But if colleges are looking at it and like you did nothing, like you just went to school, you didn't even get good grades and you just left,
yeah,
they're gonna be like, okay, so what were you doing? And I feel like socializing and like having a balanced life, like hobbies or whatever, that still is using your time wisely.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be school related. In terms of managing your time, this is me personally, this is what I've done for the past 2 years. I love Google Calendar. Everything is in Google Calendar. Like, I book things.
Have something to show. Have something to like prove like that you are a hard worker.
I was on the extreme end where you don't need to do this, and I want to clarify, but I think I was in 11 clubs. I was president of 3. My involvement, all of that started freshman year, and I didn't realize the time commitment that it would be later on. Just pick a couple things that you really like and specialize in those.
To wrap it up, challenge yourself, but don't overwhelm yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just a general. High school is 4 years long. You're about to go off to college or work if you're not going off to college. These are your last years of like youthfulness. Like, just be happy. Going into things, this is what you do this way more than me. Like, I'll be like, oh, this is about to suck. If you go into things with like a positive mindset, make things fun, make yourself have a good time, like, I promise you'll feel so much better.
I now intentionally try to say it out loud to my friends. Like, remember, I'd walk and be like, today's gonna be like a good day or whatever. Even if I don't feel it, like, I would just say stuff like that all the time.
During the winter, I'd walk into school, I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be a shitty
No,
day.
but I'd walk in smiling and like be like, it's gonna be good. And it's because freshman year, I felt like since everyone around me was complaining all the time, I think that's like the social go-to though. Freshman year, if you don't know the person sitting next to you,
oh, you're always like,
you're like, I'm cold, this is boring.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make friends that way. No one wants to be around someone who complains all the time. The negative people who always find an issue with everything. Like, please don't be that person because you're not gonna have fun. If you're always saying something, you're gonna start to believe it. So why not do the opposite and be like, this is gonna be such a good day? That's what I started doing, and it actually works. And even though it's not directly related to high school, it's like the confidence that you bring, and then that way it'll influence literally everything else, like your grades, your friends, how you show up to school, whatever. I know in like 4 years, we're gonna be watching this video back and be like, we were so young, we don't even know all of what's going to happen.
I just want to be like successful. Like, I want to make myself proud, like, and my family proud, and graduate college, really good job or like a really good internship, have something to show myself and my family. And I want to meet like my bridesmaids type of friends.
Yes, obviously that is important to me. The first thing that comes to my mind, this is obviously not the most important, but like as Alexia said, like the friends, and I just want like a solid friend group. I know we were just talking about like you don't need to find like your best close friends in high school, but it's different. Honestly, like a pretty big group of friends, but have those like few close friends. It's so insane to think about the fact that you don't know the majority of the people in your life that are going to impact you. I think about that all the time.
We have so much coming.
Aside from socially network very well and set myself up for success, kind of like what I did in high school, where I set myself up with a solid foundation. I had a lot of different options to choose from. I want to do the same thing. I don't want to niche myself too quickly, but I could see myself doing a lot of different types of things. I don't know yet. That's the thing. And like, I'm just going to college to like soak up every single experience and like meet everyone and talk to everyone, because you never know what that one person or that one thing's gonna do to change your life. And I was just thinking like how weird it's going to be to even see like Lex on, like, we're gonna talk, like, I know that, seeing
like,
her on Instagram with her new friends. I was thinking about this other day.
I'm like,
she has her
Alexia,
roommate.
don't get jealous.
No, I was thinking the same thing. It's gonna be weird to see my friends post on social media with new friends that you don't know. Either way, I feel like we're gonna keep in contact with the people we're meant to stay in contact with, and other people are just like meant to be in your life just for high school and this summer. I want it to be like a fond remembrance. Like, you drift from people, and I think that's inevitably gonna happen.
Growing up, like, in that type of way.
And you don't have infinite time to talk
to all these people. And there's no bad blood, like weird tension.
I want to leave it so that when we come home for breaks, we can still hang out with a big group of people and like reminisce and whatever, but have the kind of friendships where you don't need to check on them every single day.
Exactly, because you don't want drama.
Yeah. Recently, it's just been hitting me the fact that this is real, and like, personally, when I first committed, it hadn't hit me yet. Like,
exactly.
I was excited,
to school,
and then but now I'm talking to all these Bentley people, and even then it didn't hit me that I'm actually gonna be in
going.
classes
It's
with
like-
these people and actually gonna be living with them. I'm just like, oh, new people to talk
Or it's
to.
like, I feel like when you commit to college, it's like you don't even think about it. The
I
thing
mean,
that
mine
gets
too.
me is like, I'm gonna be one of those girls walking around campus like I'm a college student. I'm like, what?
I think like if I visit you, if I see you guys in a new space, it's gonna blow my mind.
Weird.
Even
I'm
a
gonna
month
visit
in.
Bentley and I'm like
these are your
Emma's
people.
friends.
Yeah.
You're seeing them in a different element. You're seeing them in a new
Yeah.
environment. It's like weird. Make the best out of it. Don't sit at home. We have no responsibility this summer. We don't have summer work. We don't have anything. My goal for the summer is just to say yes. Maybe that's a thing. Say yes.
I don't think I'm gonna see my bed this summer, and that is like the goal. I do not want to be
yeah.
in my room that much. I want to be spending time with my family, but I want to be like intentional
That's what's
time.
hard.
And also, I want to be like documenting everything, like making videos. I think that's mainly it. We covered a lot of stuff, but also rambled, so I don't really know how much we actually did cover.
We're unpacking as we speak.
We hope you guys enjoyed our little debriefing session, got
also,
some tips.
watch our first day of school vlog.
Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to see our summer that we're talking about.
And subscribe if you want to see us in 4 years when we graduate college.
Keep me floating, I'm on my back. Slow me down when I'm